So we keep hearing about Detroit style pizza. This is what we're gonna try today. First of all, Detroit style pizza is a pan pizza. So let's get our pan, put plenty of olive oil. You don't want all that cheese that spills over on the sides and gives you that crunchy crust. You don't want that to get stuck on your pan. So you're gonna put the olive oil in the pan, kind of spread it around, put your dough, and just open the dough and kind of make it take over the pan. Flip it over because you want olive oil on both sides, and spread it throughout your oven, throughout your pan. Okay, so once you have your dough in place, you're gonna cover it with the plastic and let it rest for a little bit. You want this dough nice and fluffy. That way when it cooks, you have the crust that you want on a Detroit style pizza. So cover it with plastic and set it aside. Look at this. See how the dough is now doubled and it risen and it's nice and bubbly? This is gonna give you the perfect crust. So the next step we want is plenty of cheese. Now, Detroit style likes a lot of cheese, and it likes the cheese all the way to the edges so that when the cheese melts, it goes down in the crevices and it melts and it gives you crusty, crunchy, delicious crust for your pizza. So it takes a lot of cheese to cover the whole thing. Okay, so once we have our cheese in place, the next step is the sauce. Think about the Detroit pizza, you want the sauce on top, and you want a lot of sauce. And I love sauce, especially if you have a good recipe, it definitely helps. So we got the sauce, and I also like to not only have the red sauce, I also like to put some pesto sauce on there. So let's add some pesto sauce in between to give it some extra flavor. Look at that. And it's nice and colorful and beautiful. You know, when you eat, you also eat with your eyes. You gotta like what you eat. It needs to look nice. So we have our pesto sauce and our red sauce all along. That's a good one. And the last thing, but not the least in any shape or form, is pepperoni. And you want a lot of toppings because you have a lot of dough, a lot of cheese, so toppings will definitely be good. What I like to do, love pepperoni, so I got our regular pepperoni and I also have our beef pepperoni, so I'm gonna put a little bit of both or a lot of both to make this pizza awesome. Now we're gonna add some beef pepperoni on top of this. Beef pepperoni has a lot of flavor. It's just delicious. One of my favorite things to have on a pizza. Just beautiful. Now, because we have so much dough and so much toppings and so much cheese on this, we want it to cook a little bit slower and not burn the pepperonis on top. So cover this with oil. Put it in the oven for about 5 minutes. Okay, now we're just gonna open the top. It's had a chance to start melting and cooked a little bit in. And just put it back in and leave it until it's done. Okay, our Detroit style pizza should be ready. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, this is a heavy pizza. Woo! crust. All right, look at this crust right here. Look at that. This is as beautiful as it gets. Okay. Look at this crust. Beautiful, full of sauce. Oh my God. Okay, time to try it out. All right, look at this. It's beautiful. Ooh, saucy, cheesy. Oh my God. Can't wait to try this out. Beautiful. It's messy, but there's no Detroit pizza without the mess.